Hi, I'm Wendy from ShinyHappyWorld.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to use your seam ripper. If you know how to sew, then you need to know how to unsew because you will make mistakes. And there's a right way and wrong way to take out those stitches. This is a seam ripper. It really is an amazing tool. The end here is very pointy, and the little curve at the bottom there, the bottom of the J shape, is extremely sharp. That's a little razor edge, and that's actually going to be the cutting edge that you're going to use for most of your seam cutting. Now, I've seen people try and cut out stitches by sticking their seam ripper in here and just shoving the thing forward. That is a really great way to tear your fabric. This is definitely sharp enough to slice through fabric. What you need to do is pick it apart stitch by stitch. You start with the ends where you did your back stitching. Those are the toughest ones to get out. I hold my seam ripper sideways and slide it underneath there and then slice it with that J. And you're going to do that with all of those stitches where you use the back stitching because you've got a double stitch there. Once you get through the back stitching and you've got some seams cut, now you can open it up a little bit, pull your two layers apart, and you can gently, you don't want to stretch the edge of your fabric out, but gently you can just pull a few seams out. And then, see this one here that's loose? I can very easily slip the seam ripper in there and then slice with the J, pull a few more stitches out, slide this in, slice it, pull a few more out, slide that in, and just work it, and you're pulling out a few stitches at a time. You're only cutting, say, one in every 4 or 5 stitches, so it goes pretty quickly. But this is the delicate way, and you will not rip your fabric if you do it this way. Because if you rip your fabric right at the stitch line, you're not going to be able to reuse it. You're going to have to cut a new piece of fabric. And just go slow. There's no hurry on it. Pull those stitches loose. And when you get to the end where you backstitched to knot it, you're going to have to slow down again because each tug on it is not going to pull those loose because they're knotted. Now, that's where I am now. So I'm going to go back to the outside of it and slide it in sideways, slide it right underneath that stitch there, slice it, and slide it underneath the next stitch and slice it, and they come right apart. I use the seam ripper a lot, so I have a few of them. I keep one at my sewing machine, one at the ironing board, and one at my work table. That is how often I end up picking open my work. So don't be upset if you have to tear your stitches out. That's why this is a really, really basic sewing tool. And now you know how to use it. Thanks a lot. I'm Wendy from ShinyHappyWorld.com. See you next time.